Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome back Tony Johnson. He's the track superintendent at the Medford Railroad Park. Tony, good to see you.
Good seeing you again.
So let's talk about the Railroad Park. In case people don't know, this it's not a public park. Well, explain how this works.
Well, it actually is a city park.
Okay.
You know, technically, but we lease the land from the city because it's on the old city sewer treatment plant site, and so yeah, you can make your own jokes about that. But
didn't know.
Yeah, and the city basically couldn't do anything with it because of what it used to be. So anything there had to be land use only, or day use only, and we fulfill the bill. So we've been there. This is our 36th year.
Is that right?
36 years,
wow.
And it's been free of charge since the day we opened. So
yeah,
that makes it special.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it very special for young families who are now, saw it as kids, now bringing their kids there. Okay. So in case people haven't been there, how much track do you guys have out there?
The miniature train ride, which is one of the clubs I belong to, there's a little over 2 miles of track total. The ride everybody goes on is about 1.25 miles, so it's like an 8 or 9 minute ride.
Okay.
And of course, it's just not just a loop of track. It's going over mountains and through tunnels and over bridges and so on. So
there's a lot of fun little things.
A lot of fun.
Okay. Okay. So who runs the park? I mean, is this all volunteer? How does that work?
We're all volunteers. There's 4 different clubs that operate it together, and we seem to cooperate very well. And we do have a railroad park committee that's sort of a access guidance. So anything that the club the organization recommends is kind of a guideline to make sure that it benefits the whole park and not just one club.
Okay. And
so that's working out quite well. Mm-hmm. And surprisingly, like I said, we get along pretty well. And of course, every year we're adding stuff. In fact, almost every week, some of the clubs are adding stuff.
Wow.
The Medford Guard Railroaders is probably the one that shows the most as far as bringing new things in during the season.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very good. We want to talk about the health of the park and how long we can keep that admission free. First, we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Tony Johnson from the Medford Railroad Park. So we talked about how admission is free out there. Every second and fourth Sunday, you guys are open. This Sunday, it sounds like you guys are open. Thanks for confirming that. So how are you guys able to keep admission free?
Through donations. That's the main thing. Donations and selling hot dogs and T-shirts, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. Also, once a year, we have a railroad show, and this year's at the County Expo and on Thanksgiving weekend. And that's the one big fundraiser for the entire park. And so the income from that show goes directly to the park and not just to a club to spend it willy-nilly, and so that makes it nice. And of course, volunteers. We are all a volunteer outfit, and so we're always looking for people that want to come out and help and learn how to run trains, or help with landscaping, or cook in the beanery, whatever they feel their calling is, and we don't pigeonhole them, and they can volunteer as little or as much as they want. And I have a 14-year-old high school student who's now joined the club, and believe it or not, after football practice, and he comes out and he starts helping me with the track maintenance. So,
wow.
Yeah, and that's part of his community project, his community service project. So it works out really nice.
Excellent. And obviously with being free admission and volunteer, you guys have a pretty thin margin. Is the health of the park good right now?
The health of the park is doing pretty good right now, but our donations did drop off because of the parking situation, because we lost a lot of the parking when they built the new fire station next door. Although we do have satellite parking, so we actually have a few more parking places than we did before, but that requires people to take maybe a quarter-mile walk if they arrive at the park a little bit later, and the major lot is full.
Okay, all right. And we talked about second and fourth Sundays. You guys also do private parties. Sounds like you guys are doing something this Saturday. If people have any questions or want to find information about that, what's the best route for them to take?
Well, they can go through our Southern Oregon Facebook site, Southern Oregon Live Steamers Facebook site, and they can find all the information there. I run the Facebook site, so I can help them with any questions that they have, and the costs are pretty reasonable, and What was it? Yesterday, I just booked our 108th party for the season.
Wow.
So yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, it gets busy, and of course, the idea is that people can have in a sense, the park to themselves.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Well, good to see you as always. Thanks for being here.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you've done for us.
Of course, thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.